Okay, but previously on Tales of Shadow and Failure, well, everything's kind of screwed. We succeeded in not dying to those Shadow Guard monsters, only for the palace to explode with a beam of light, and then Mistra, the goddess of magic, appearing in the sky and making the weave appear all around us. Unfortunately, that was only the prelude to a massive uh dragon?
Yeah.
Uh yeah. Yeah, Tamerlan has no idea what the hell this thing is. He just saw what looks like the equivalent of a giant demon dragon appearing out, charging, and killing, and I think absorbing Mistra. And unfortunately, with that, the feedback from it basically very much damaged the weave. While everyone else could feel it for a bit, Tamerlan felt it mostly just because he's the only, Arcana caster currently. As soon as that happens, the sky returns to normal for the most part, though we're still dealing with the fact that the Shadowfell is trying to merge with our the Raven Queen's almost called the Shadowfell, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if it's wrong. Shadow Realm placeholder name is trying to merge with our current realm. Magic is going to crap, and unfortunately, the city is now going into lockdown because every arcane and divine caster felt what just happened and is now in fear of a new spell plague being initiated. Well, the wizard, yeah, as Tamerlan tried to find out, we were rushing around the sea trying to figure out and trying to help people as much as we could. But the Temple of Mystra got destroyed. Most of the other temples are still dealing with the casualties of the events. Our friend Alistair lost an arm, and we're fairly certain that one of Mistra's what was the word?
Chosen?
What was that? Chosen got killed in the initial. Yeah, got killed in the when the palace exploded. So now we currently need to figure out a way to fix magic and get a new Mistra in charge. Or else the Weave is about to die and the spell plug is about to hit, and everyone who uses arcane magic, which is about 80% of this party, or it just uses magic in general, which is 80% of this party, is about to lose most of their abilities. The group is the group is exhausted. We've been running around. At a small moment, we're wondering where in the hell Syl went because she just went to go take a nap underneath the tree. And we were all ended up eventually at the tavern to rest because it's been a long freaking day. And tomorrow we need to figure out how to fix magic, or we're all gonna lose our magic. And that's pretty much roughly about what happened. If anyone else has any other details to add,
No, I think that covers everything. I don't sleep at all. Timmy was probably just walking around the tavern for a while until the potion wore off, so he could finally go inside. And he'll go up to the tavern guy. Ugh. Have you heard what's been going on? Oh, Vistra getting eaten, shit going crazy. A new spell plague might be on the way. Ugh. I'd expect so. You might need to use that crazy thing you have. I don't know. If there is another spell plague, from what I've heard, it was really fucked up. Oh, well, I didn't know that. I'm not a wizard. But damn, man, I hope you got something non-magical to use. Of course not. I'm just saying it's best to be prepared for some shit. I'm seeing that. Oh, okay, I'm seeing that chat, and I don't see how this is dumb to mention.
Raven, you have talked to this NPC multiple times.
Once I've talked to him once.
You know that he doesn't like you, and you know that he hates stupid questions.
I've talked to him once and never before talked to him before then. Remember, I don't. How would I know that?
Your last shit. Fair. That's fair. I'm not saying it's Timmy's fault that this NPC doesn't like us.
I'll remember it being mentioned that that he doesn't like the entire party.
I think Raven just forgets what happened the last time the party talked to this dude.
Yeah, he did say he doesn't like us.
I'm supposed to be asleep.
Well, then in that case, since this guy doesn't want if this guy doesn't want to talk to Timmy that much, Timmy will instead. I'm just wondering how to continue the conversation now that I know that he doesn't like the party at all. Maybe
Yeah,
well,
make him love you.
you got anything good? You got anything to drink that I don't know, something from God, I'm forgetting the specific land Timmy's from. I'm trying to remember. Right, can you look good? The show. Okay, there we go. You got anything to drink from like the Shah or something? Something imported? I feel like a taste of home. That's too bad. I'll just take something strong then. Strong enough for a barbarian to handle.
Are you wanting to get drunk,
No,
shit faced, or out of
some,
commission?
I'm looking to have just a shot of something that burns the throat. I'm not looking to get completely hammered. It's the first thing in the morning, for God's sakes. I just need
Give him a whiskey.
uh, uh, yeah, like whiskey.
Because you got to keep in mind that if you go, I want the hard shit, Cece can hand you the one with the DC 25. Or you can drink what Phil used to drink, which is a DC 25 just not to go unconscious.
Yeah, I'm not looking for that. We're it's first thing in the morning. This is around the time people are going to be waking up. I just want a little hair of the dog. Timmy hands over 5. Has it been established that this bartender knew the party well before Timmy got make the scene? It's been established, right? Like the Timmy's knowledge. I mean,
Yeah, I mean we clearly knew him.
Timmy's gonna pour himself a glass of whiskey, just kind of swirl around, sip it. So you knew these guys well before I joined up, right? Any interesting stories? Any stories at all? Interesting or otherwise? Huh. Kind of get the feeling you're talking about me here. Sip. Sure. Oh, is that the sound of Tamerlane I hear knocking around over there? I project over to Tamerlane. Blue, that's you.
Yeah, like sorry, I forgot I was muted.
You always do.
Tamlin just slowly stirs and leaves. Question: do I still feel that Matt? Can I still feel what's left of the weave right now? Okay, do I still feel like my magic is like on like a reserve, like not like at its fullest? Shit. Yeah, I kind of wake up and it's like I just like snap my fingers and I barely see any sparks now. I'm like, uh, well, yeah. He just decides cracks his neck and just like gets his arm, puts his armor on. Ugh, this is gonna be a long fucking week.
Yeah, no duh. Here, Timmy.
Yeah.
Let me. Let me get another glass, please.
I'm good. I don't need anything. I'm just gonna go have a seat.
All right.
I unfortunately have the feeling like I'm gonna need to be all kinds of sober for what we're about to deal with.
You feel it? Wow, we really are fucked.
He just like sits at the table and just like puts his head down.
Uh, Timmy is gonna stand up. Thanks for that. He'll drop a few copper as a tip, and walk over to Tamerlane. Table and sit down. You think the others will be up and about in a bit?
Give it an hour. I give it an hour or so.
Sure.
One's a human and still constantly exhausts themselves, so I want them to get as much sleep as possible.
Y'all
Yes.
have been some interesting people to travel around with. I gotta say.
Yes. Regretfully for some, but most of them are pretty good. And unfortunately, I'm kind of jealous about you right now. At least you not having magic. I'm actually. Ugh. I just sighed.
I mean, I've sometimes been jealous of magic users for some of the stuff they could do.
Ugh. At the current moment, I'm glad you can't feel it. I can feel magic being weird right now.
Yeah, I can understand that. You think it's just gonna be you, or is the whole party gonna be like this?
I think everyone's gonna feel it to a point. I mainly feel it just because my magic comes from the weave itself. Everyone else comes from other sources. Yeah, I know, but mine's like a direct connection. Everyone else has like divine sources and stuff. Oh, all right, yeah, yeah. I keep thinking of the weave as more just like a transport way, not really like the full source. My bad. Yeah. Okay, then I'll rephrase it as everyone uses the weave for magic in different ways. I probably use it slightly more than the others, but yeah, if the weave goes, all magic goes.
See, well, we should probably get some breakfast ready for everybody. Hey, Lem, what you got that's good to eat around here? Thank you.
Oh, yeah, by the way, don't you don't have to worry. Don't worry. The frog kind of got killed, so you don't have to worry about dealing with them anymore.
Frog. Okay, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this frog you guys are talking about?
His he tried. He kept trying to use his poison touch on people. Trust me, it was bad.
Sounds like a dick.
He's also partially the reason I was hunted by a squirrel for a while.
I thought you got hunted for that squirrel because you killed the squirrel and killed the squirrel's.
No, well, no, they killed its. They killed its family. It hunted me, and then it's a long fucking story. They killed its family.
Oh, so wait, so you were directly responsible for the death of that squirrel's family?
No, I unfortunately was following behind because they thought they heard something. It was bad. Yeah, I fully accept my part in killing that squirrel, but yeah, I didn't kill its family.
At least we don't have to deal with that. With God, what was that squirrel's name again? It was something God. It was something godlike. I remember it was mentioned. It was the name of some kind of god.
All I know is it's either resting in peace or at least not my problem anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know, but at least it's not trying to electrocute and or declare death upon me.
Or tear your soul apart.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think it's fine.
Osiris.
Yes, it was Osiris.
Uh, yeah, fuck it. Bartender, double shot of whiskey.
Timmy will hold out his glass and pour you a bottle. Pour it from the bottle. Here, I got some whiskey right here.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I just start drinking.
Hey, easy. You don't chug whiskey.
Yes, as I continuously forget. Fuck, ow. So I'll need Timmy do that.
Huh?
So I'll me and Timmy do that. Who wakes up next?
Like Becky did like her trance because she wanted to try and see if she can figure out more about what she felt and probably didn't have a how you can kind of commune or whatever, not like commune with the goddess, but kind of, listen to whispers or whatever, I think is the way she does it. And I think it's not let her focus as well. Like she got her rest in. I feel like after that, she did the very grown up thing that you act like a teenager again. And she has just kind of buried herself in the hay with Willow and Rufus. And she's just in like a giant animal cuddle puddle. I would assume that Rufus is more tolerating it than enjoying it, maybe. I don't know how Rufus feels about Eki, to be honest with you. I know Willow likes her. But I think that she's kind of doing that whole I don't want to get out of bed and have a job. Um, is kind of where she's at, and she's just like probably in the hay pouting, trying to, as much as Eki can pout, but trying to figure out. She's very much hung up on how it felt like, what it feels like when a Chatterkai is like called home, is what she calls it, right? So she can't, she's trying to parse through the knowing that the Lord of the City wasn't one and why it feels like that, because it has her concerns that what if something tried to take the Lord and make it what they are? You know what I mean? If someone's trying to act like the Raven Queen and do what she can do, since it's not really the Shadowfell, and it's giving her stress. So I think she's using comfort animals, and hopefully Rufus isn't mad. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that she and Eki are just, because Rufus is huge compared to them, so I think she and Eki are just using Rufus as their warm blankets. I don't even think Eki has a blanket. I think it's now just become whatever animal she's sleeping next to that night. So probably where she's at. We just kind of lift her head, some hay in her hair and stuff, and just kind of look around for who it is. I don't. Oh, okay, thank you. Are you eating with us? Not eat the food you serve? What do you eat? Do we make you food? Why do you not eat during the day? You have to eat food so you stay strong. Aren't you supposed to? They don't let you eat here. I, is there food for the animals? I don't think the king of the north wants to eat out of a trough. Do you have a big plate I could put food on for him? Points to Rufus. Um, okay, I can come with you. Is Willow still asleep? I'm assuming. Or is it day? Okay. He's gonna try and do the thing that all pet owners have done, where you just gonna try and move Willow like onto Rufus as gentle as possible so they can continue to sleep and she can go get them food. I know. Makes sense. She'll give them both a little pet real quick, and kind of, I think, pick up all of her armor and stuff to get dressed inside, so it's kind of more quiet when she does it, since heavy armor is loud, I guess. So she'll take that and she'll head inside with this woman who's, I think it's a woman who's speaking with her. Uh, uh, she's gonna look at Osiris and say, "Do you want to stay here, come with me. Does Osiris feels different now, right? Isn't that what we noticed in the after Evan did his thing? Osiris doesn't feel the same. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah, she'll just ask because last time Osiris was able to speak, that she talked to Osiris, so she's just going to ask, do you want to wait here and I'll bring you food? Okay, I understand. Yeah. She's like, okay, I'll be back with food for everyone. And she's gonna ask the lady as she kind of follows her in, do you have food for squirrels, like nuts, maybe berries, I think? I don't know what squirrels eat. Like we don't really have them. I don't think they should drink wine though. I don't know what they, unless you think they should. I don't have squirrels where I'm from. Like, generally concerned. Like, what does a squirrel eat?
Oh, morning, Eki.
Morning,
Lord,
me, Emily.
morning. Okay, nope, that one didn't go down right. That one did not go down right. Ugh.
Oh, love of Timmy takes the glass of whiskey from him. Can we get like a? Do you have the stuff for like a hot toddy or something for Tamerlane? Something that's easy to drink. Oh, great. Well, thank you. There you go.
Uh, hey, Eki. Who was that?
Are you on drugs?
No, just having a drink. It's gonna be a long freaking week.
Mm.
Unfortunately, I forgot
Um,
how to drink properly, and that was not how I was supposed to take a shot. Ow.
It's whiskey. You don't shoot whiskey. I keep telling them that you don't shoot whiskey. You sip whiskey.
It went down the wrong pipe. Ugh.
How
the
are you
table
feeling
for
today?
them. He's just gonna sit at the table and look at both of them, very confused. And say, Tamerlane, you might be, you're drunk, and to me, I think your little arms work. Can you help me get in this and have one of them help her get into her armor while she's just in here? She's got just like
Let me.
the underclothes that you wear, but she doesn't know how Tamerlane could help. So it might be a Timmy thing, and she doesn't know if Timmy's little hands are super like able to do things. So
Look.
The little
Okay,
hands
one.
are
You first. You first, man.
the little hands are very dexterous, and the big hands can hold the big armor pieces in place, while the little hands do all the binding and tying of all the things that keep the armor in place.
Okay,
I
first off,
wasn't sure
I'm
how.
not. You go first.
Oh, sorry. That was above table. Go ahead.
First off, I am not drunk. I've only had like 2 shots. The second one did not go down right. And third, I know how to put on heavy armor. I say tapping the chainmail I'm wearing now.
I wasn't worried that you didn't know how to put on your armor. I was worried you were too drunk to do it.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not that
only had
drunk.
a glass.
I'm not drunk yet.
Yeah, he's only had a glass. Yeah, it's whiskey, Eki. It's not something hard like dwarven moonshine or something like that. It's, there you go, Tamara. That might be more your speed.
Actually, that I could use the milk right now. I just like slowly drink it.
Get that calcium.
Um, Osiris is sleeping with Rufus and Willow. I said that they would, I would bring them food. Thank you. I think the big plate is for Rufus. Thank you. She sets all the plates down and the big plate doesn't have anything on it. I think Eki would just start taking like meats and stuff off of all of the plates and putting it on the big plate to bring it to Rufus and make sure that there's one for Willow. Mhm. I would have to ask Darian or Phil because I don't know if Rufus will. He's the king. I don't know if he wants trough meat or not, and I can't talk to him.
I don't know if I remembering this correctly, but isn't Rufus like only dog on the outs, only a dog on the outside, or wolf, I guess, on the outside?
To the point where he can't communicate with us like a normal person yet.
I can. Oh, hold on. Have we had enough time that Eki's mostly in her armor? I guess out of character to ask real quick. Is she able to?
I'm still binding shit.
Okay, then she will put the meats back on the plates they were originally on. Yes, Eki would do that. And she's gonna say, 1 second, Timmy, and she just would grab the big plate and she's gonna try and get the meats out of the trough before Rufus wakes up and put them on the plate, just in case Rufus is offended. Just in case he'd be offended. So, and no, Eki would not think it's weird that she touched meats off people's plates and then put them back on. But she will just go and try and put meat on a plate, on the big plate, and make sure Willow has something, and then I guess a little side plate with nuts and berries, and just kind of lay them out so everyone has food when they wake up, and she'd come back inside and go back to letting Timmy help her. Thank you for the plate, and thank you for the help. Yeah. I think Eki would ask for beer, like not yell or anything, because Eki's not really a yeller, and be like, "Excuse me, bartender person who owns or does I don't know what happens here. Do you have something tea or coffee? Maybe I don't drink alcohol." Um, because, I like coffee if you have it, but if you don't, I'll take whatever you want to give me. Um, he doesn't understand how inns and bars work at all, so she would walk up there and she's just gonna put like 5 gold on the thing and just like set it down, kind of confused, and like grab the coffee and just be like, I think that that pays for the coffee and the big plate. I can bring you the big plate and the other plates when they're done eating, and just kind of walk back again. So once again, for like the repeated time, let Timmy help her. She is gonna just push it right back there and just be like, "This is what I had to give you. I have more, but this will maybe pay for my next coffee or the special meat." Be like, "You keep. Thank you. Um, I appreciate this, and you both are supposed to eat breakfast too. You should eat while others eat." And then she is just gonna walk away. Just let Timmy help her again.
They'll hear. I have not seen people with more need of refreshment before in my life. Sleep well.
You should sleep too.
Good.
Okay,
Look
just
at
gonna
you.
write out things you should sleep.
Hmm.
Okay, as long as you don't end up like Phil and Darian and Tamerlan and be so exhausted that you're not good in a fight. Tamerlan and Timmy are getting drunk. Tammy and Tammy, Tamerlan and Timmy are getting drunk. If you would like to join them, or the people who own and run this place also have coffee and tea and water and milk
And juice.
and orange juice. I think. Yeah.
I was actually going to
Hey, you know what?
ask for
I
that too,
respect it.
because Timmy is basically
Now
good
I
old
want
Aaron.
yeah. Now I want appy juice, and I have some in the fridge.
Hmm.
Get it, get it, get it.
Yummy. Um,
Eki, oh, go ahead. Eki, just to point out, as I think I would be finishing up putting on their armor at this point. Yeah, as I finish up buying the last string, we're not trying to get drunk. We're just having a drink. It takes a lot more than a bottle of whiskey to get someone my size drunk, and I wouldn't let Tamerlan get drunk. Not when we have the shit we gotta do today.
it is
I'm
first thing
I'm
in the morning.
I'm not drunk.
It's first thing in the morning if you're consuming alcohol. It's normally because you have a problem and you're trying to make yourself feel better from all you drank the night before, or you think you need it. No one functions well with alcohol in their system.
I just think a nice glass of whiskey helps calm the nerves a little bit. Keeps me. I'm not trying. I ain't drinking till I drop. You know, if I wanted to drink till I drop, I'd get some dwarven moonshine or something.
Not had that. I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Don't
it's a
have a
drink
lot of
that has.
bars.
Hmm?
We don't have a lot of bars where I'm from.
Oh, well, dwarven moonshine is this drink made by dwarves. It's in the name. That has so much alcohol. You will literally, if you're not careful, you will literally collapse in a heap at your first shot.
That sounds miserable.
I mean, yeah, it's not. I've never really enjoyed it that much. We had a drinking game a couple times where we had to use it, but aside from that, I don't really drink it on averagely. Whiskey in comparative is like water compared to dwarven moonshine.
Do do you drink because you're scared? You said it calms your nerves. Are you scared? We can talk about what's wrong if it will make you less scared.
You know, normally I would argue the fact that I don't really get that scared often, but I just saw a goddess get eaten in the sky last night. Yeah, I'm a little freaked out about it. So yeah, I'm having a drink to calm myself down.
I mean,
Do I need to
that
talk
was,
about it in therapy? No, but
I don't know what therapy is.
well, it's something you might need to look into.
Not the one drinking first thing in the morning. So perhaps you need to look into it more than I do. Um, I think it's more concerning that I'm somewhat worried the lord of this realm who had really powerful magic was maybe absorbed and put in a new body after that happened. That is a concerning thing for me.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying is the concerning thing that happened. Isn't that? Aren't we
No,
saying?
not you're talking about Mistra when she was killed. We have time before magic fails, I think, because I can still feel it. It's just not right yet, but it should calm down from what I got yesterday. I'm concerned that when I was in the Lord of this realm's office where Alistair and the woman died and Alistair lost their arm, it felt like home, and it felt like what happens when we die, we get called home, and the Lord wasn't one of my kind, and the Shadowfell that's coming through isn't the real Shadowfell. So what if someone's trying to act like my queen and took her body and turned it into a new body like we do? And now she's one of those dark things we saw before. She was really powerful. So the idea of her being turned into something bad is pretty terrifying, especially when magic's still working. I was alone. Willow was there, but I don't think Willow knows what it feels like when one of us dies. So I'm kind of concerned that the lord of this region, who's an insanely powerful mage, is not only dead, but is now possibly something horrifyingly terrifying with a lot of power. Like he's gonna
I'm
go back to
pretty
drinking our
sure.
coffee.
I'm pretty sure out of the character, this is the first time Eki has mentioned the whole Shadowfell thing.
She's talked to
No.
Darian about it a little bit, and when she first met Timmy, she brings it up once in a blue moon, but not like she
the
doesn't particularly talk about it.
No, the Shadowfell being taking over this realm or something like that. Like, isn't this the first time you're mentioning?
No, Eki told us
We
when
haven't
when they have it.
Oh, did they?
we haven't had a chance to talk about it yet. We talked about it like barely, but we never got a chance to talk about anything fully because we came out. Eki was going to tell everyone what she thinks is happening. The door thing happened. The light, all of this has happened. We haven't actually had a chance to talk about anything yet
Oh,
because it's just been shit after shit after
Yeah,
shit.
this is the
So,
first
Damn.
time
Eki
I'm
just
hearing about it.
Eki just dropped that bomb on everyone. Tamerlane knows more because she had that quick conversation with Tamerlane. But no, we haven't had the whole conversation. She hasn't told anyone fully everything yet. She wanted to wait till we got back to the inn, which is where we were going when everything went to shit. So yeah, no, she just dropped that bomb on everyone.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? So your home realm is this? I'm not smart in magical shit. I'm gonna say that right now. I only halfway understood what you were saying. But are you saying this realm is being taken over by another realm, and the Lord, who is a powerful mage or magician or whatever, is going to turn into some
Very
horrifying
powerful
monster?
mate.
A very powerful mage
Well,
is going to turn into some sort of horrifying monster.
Well, I wanted to wait till Syl and Darian were awake to discuss with everyone, but I told you all that I had something to share. I was trying to share what I think's happening, and it's not my realm. It's not the Shadowfell. The Queen said it's something like it. It's not right though, and I'm worried that Big Dragon might have something to do with it, and is trying to turn this into, you know, something that it's not, which would be bad for everyone, like world ending bad.
Uh-huh. I'm Timmy's just gonna put the glass down. I'm gonna go get Darian and Syl. This is way over my head.
Very, I mean, has he had a full 8 hours of sleep? Otherwise, he won't recover.
It's been 8 hours. They should have had their sleep. Unless they were doing some stupid shit. If they've been doing some stupid shit, that's on them. I gotta get them. Jesus, by the hive.
He's just gonna sip her coffee and like look at between Nero and Tamerlane and be like, I think Timmy needs the therapy thing he told me about. I don't know what that is, but he might need that.
Yeah, he needs to learn to chill out. Like, I admit I have my freaking problems, but at least I know when to stop. Well, not my addiction, but just in general, stop.
I've never.
I feel like Timmy's having a completely understandable reaction to hearing even more
I was
horrifying shit is happening.
And Eki was about to tell Tamerlane, like, Tamerlane is the least one to ever stop anything. Like, ever stop.
Why do you think I added the accept my addiction part?
Oh, so
That
I'm still
concerns
here.
me. Well, so much for the magic making me feel good, I guess. I'll just Darren just shakes his head and just looks around for his armor. Thump. Great. Um,
I mean, wouldn't this be heard? Ah, fair.
I think Darren's just gonna try with one hand to just feel, see if it, like, obviously it's internal, but just like hold his stomach and see kind of if he can figure out what's going on. Oh, I'm notoriously great at these. Does it look like the portal or some kind of version of it? Oh, that's fun. Um, so it's flickering it out. Can I see anything through it at all? Was it completely like kind of opaque? Yeah. Um, I think Darian's first thought, if it's fire, could be some kind of connection to the Hells. Anything to do with the Hells, I think he kind of loses his intelligence. Just because that's where Silvery Moon is. Um, uh, can I try and focus on it to try and stabilize it in any way? Shudder. Ugh. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Hmm. Don't think Darian is happy at that, but yeah, I don't think he's happy at the situation. But in this moment, probably is just going to accept it to try and stabilize the portal because we need the portal stabilized. Um. Yeah. Bonus rate, baby. Oh, that's a 2. That's probably not a lot.
And all this is like completely unnoticed by the 7 people like 50 feet away from him.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that will do it. Is there any way I Is there any way I could react fast enough to catch whoever this is? Oh, that's Korvac.
Oh shit.
Jimmy will just look toward.
Do I see any of them run past? Okay, so Timmy, go check on Darian. I'm going to call out. I'm just going to run after and just yell, Kenjiro, what the fuck?
No, I've met the owl before. The owl guy. Yeah, Hermes, right?
No, you have not. Only in owl form.
Oh, I could have swore I met them once when
We
in that owl
when we
fanatic
first
form.
got here, yeah, when we first met you all, we went to the Whispering Woods and Hermes was like that, and then he did something that turned him into normal owl.
Oh
Yeah.
When
gods,
we
he's
first
been
met
in the
him, this is what
fluffy.
he looked like.
He's been in the fluffy owl form for so fucking long.
Yeah.
Sounds about
But I
right.
remember.
Yeah, he
I
like
remember.
he helped someone with the smoke stuff that was moving around when we first got in there, and he went into fluffy owl form, so we barely met him. It was like
Yeah.
our
Yeah,
first
that
time
was
with him about a year ago.
yeah,
That-
that was
First.
like right after the incursion where my soul got damaged and we had to spend like a couple weeks and in this spend a couple sessions in the city.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's why I had to say
That was how
sessions.
Timmy and I. That was how Timmy and I first joined you, because when we first came in, it was like for sessions on end, we were in that church after everything had happened.
But Timmy will go approach going next to Hermes. Hermes, what the hell happened? Derek,
Um,
I think Syl just went after everyone who just ran out.
uh,
Ugh.
question: how far away? Sorry, go ahead.
Hmm?
I was gonna ask something, but this can wait till after CC does the thing.
Yeah. All right. So in that case, Timmy will come running. He's gonna send it quick. I gotta go get Syl. You guys stay here.
Becky would have already gone after Syl when Syl ran out. That's why I was typing in the chat. I was just waiting to get through the Darian and Hermes part. Eki would have grabbed Syl before she got very far and just said, no, not yet. If she would have stopped Syl, is what I'm saying. She would have snagged her arm and just said, like, let's not go yet.
Okay, not because I don't trust Eki, but can you do an athletics to grab her because she just saw them run out and isn't totally with it? So you would have had to grab her back and it would have startled her. Oh, I just realized I don't have her sheet up. Shit.
That's enough, because otherwise Eki's going to have to start burning blessings to chase freaking Syl down and slap her upside the head.
It will probably be fine. Oh, that's not what I want. Where?
It takes two to make things.
Thanks to make it understand. Thanks, Raven. I needed that song on my head today.
You're welcome.
It's a good day for that song. I haven't heard that song in forever.
Yep, you catch her. You see she starts to fight and then you talk and it takes a moment, but she does realize, oh, it's you, and calms down. It's very
Becky would
clearly
probably,
that, yeah, she wasn't expecting one of you to come after her.
Becky would probably just look and say, if they came flying out of Darian's room, Darian might be hurt. Might want to check on Darian. I don't think Eki would know that Hermes is in there. She would have just told Syl, like, you might
Yeah.
want to make
But,
sure that Darian's not, like, dead, because that might be why they're plowing through here. Maybe they finally broke free.
Yeah. Hermes is in there with Darian. Darian's hurt. They said that we need to gather everybody up in that room. Come on.
Why not just? Yeah, I think Eki would have sat back down with her coffee and said, "Can we not just sit here at tables and eat breakfast? Most important meal of the day."
Can we not just?
Move me.
Oh wait, I think they're coming.
How big is Hermes now that Hermes is not? Because we, like I said, we literally like saw Hermes for about 5 minutes before he turned into a fluffy owl. In real lifetime, this has been like a year, but game time, however long. How big is Hermes when he's not a small fluffy owl?
I was gonna say he's I think he's over 6 foot if I remember correctly. He's tall but
Okay.
lanky. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I just wasn't sure how he fell in the scheme of things.
So Syl's gonna go up to Darian and look him over. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Cool.
Oh my god. Thank you. That where is okay. So first things first, I'm going to do a medicine check to see if there's anything I can do. Okay. Second okay. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna hit him with his daily death ward.
You say hit me with a stick then.
Oh, death ward. And actually, I think you have my stick. I don't think you ever gave it back.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Um, yeah. But still is going to help Hermes get you to the table. And then I am going to ask gonna look at Lemmy and what's the bartender's name? The barmaid's. Yeah. So I'm gonna look at Lemmy and Mithri and go, can I get a glass of water, please? Thank you. And I'm going to hand Darian the water. As well as I'm just going to put 5 gold pieces on the counter for the bullshit that just happened. I will put 5 gold down and go. Now all the pieces are still there, right? Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna put the 5 gold down and just go. I don't know exactly what happened, but I'm going to take responsibility of it. And once I get this one settled and figure out what the fuck's going on, I can fix that door very easily. I do apologize. What was the last incident? Looks very concerned because she doesn't know about any damage. At least that we caused. Darian, close the portal.
Yeah, I'll do that now. My apologies. Darren's just gonna close it. Or try. Okay. Yeah, my apologies.
Okay. Um. Hermes, what happened? At least on your end. Looks around Nero. Pippa was with you. Where is she? I was going to go peek into Pippa's room to make sure she is actually there. She's in light armor, so it doesn't inhibit her rest, correct? Okay, so she's still is going to go in and like gently take off her shoes and get her like actually like in a position to get some restful sleep. Yeah. Yeah, just put those to the side that she can see them. It's gonna slip a dagger under her pillow for protection. Um, basically, unknown to her, everything she used to do for her old roguey companion. Before coming back out. Oh, she's out cold. It'll be cramped, but let's go to my room. That way we're not bothering the barkeeps. It's honestly above table. I don't think we really have anywhere else. That's fair. We Pippa's in the okay. Probably fair. It's okay. We'll go into this room. We'll go into the big room. We can open the. I don't think Rufus fits into the door, but we can open the window. Yeah. So Eki, if you can just lead Rufus to the window.
Yeah, Eki would go, I think, well, she'd probably do it in a really specific order. She would start by getting Willow and putting Willow in a Bjorn. And then
Also, Tam, get in here.
is Osiris and Willow with him. Eki would offer her hand to Osiris to see if Osiris wants to come sit on her, is happy with Rufus. Okay. Kind of sit by the window and hang out then. And watch Tamerlan. Oh, she'd totally put Willow in a Bjorn if Willow wants to be in one. She'd let Willow go right into it. What's Timmy doing? I was just gonna say, before Hermes starts, Eki would probably have brought her coffee in and sip on it and say, Timmy needs a therapist. He is not doing well. He said therapists make you better, and he's not having a good day.
You are correct, Eki, but in all honesty, I'm pretty sure everyone in this party needs a therapist at this point.
I don't know what that is, but I don't think so.
I think what we all need right now is some answers. Hermes, what the hell is going on?
I'll be the one to ask. How exactly can it get worse?
A lot of ways it could fail.
Hermes, it's not the artifact.
He's gonna Becky's gonna raise her hand. Are the wyverns and Pippa okay? As long as the dragons didn't hurt them, they were scared of them. Is that the town hall that blew up? I don't know what the inner sanctum is. Wasn't Korvac supposed to be asleep from a dragon poison? Good that he's awake.
Above table. Hey, Darian. CC.
Mhm.
You know that, and actually Tamerlane, if you remember, because you were there, it was just a different character. Um, do you remember what we did with the pieces? Because they went one or two ways. They're either in Syl's bag, or we gave them to that. Huh? Yeah. Corval has it because he was supposed to destroy it. Well, yeah, but he was supposed to keep the pieces not whole because we knew what it did.
So we think he rebuilt it.
No. No. Syl's is gonna look at Darian and go, Torval, you don't think someone got to him, do you? What, Cece? Torvald, you don't think someone got to him, do you?
Potentially, it is looking like that. My
Okay. Yeah, we're supposed to meet back up with Lemon and Galileo at some point. Which means Yeah, especially since that means that there's at least 2 artifacts in the city. Even if one's broken, it can if someone figure if it falls into the wrong hands and gets rebuilt, that's 2. Ah!
I understand that Korvac and the others were concerned about this. Is it a good idea for the dragon kind of this group to be going after the artifacts that control the dragons? Should we not have backup for them? Or is helpful. I just hope they don't get trapped or anything along the way. We'll have to keep an eye out for them. Speaking of the group that just came through, how did they open the portal?
All right.
Concern is that if they could potentially escape from there, or not escape, but if they could get out of there themselves, does that mean something else could break in from
Darren,
here,
we've
from within the woods, but not from
no,
here?
Darren. Yeah. Yeah, Darren,
Yeah,
multiple things have broken in. That's why you had to take over in the first place.
yeah,
Hell, we got in there.
yeah. I guess.
Yeah, I don't blame Eki there. You walked into that one, Darian. All
I don't know.
right.
In my brain, I somehow saw the incursions as something different than this. It's fine. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, all things considered, Eki Hermes says that you have information for us. Let's work with what we've got.
Aki's just gonna hold up a finger really quick, and she just wants to go grab one more cup of coffee because she feels like she's really gonna need it for this if Timmy had that breakdown. So she's just gonna pop out of the room, get some coffee, and come back in and take a look. Do Tamian or Timmy have that bottle of whiskey on them?
No, Timmy,
Probably Timmy has it.
no, Timmy left it on the table. He made a big show of putting it down when he was about to go get Darian because you were saying some shit that was going right over Timmy's wheelhouse of knowledge. He will, however, say, "Heck, you can be careful with coffee. I've heard it's addicting."
This is my second cup, Timmy. You and Tamerlan were drinking straight out of a bottle of whiskey first thing in the morning. Don't.
I was pouring myself a glass. Thank you very much. I'm, I'm not crude enough to drink straight from a bottle.
Alrighty. I think we're at the
That's a
stage where
weird
all of us
pot
have our
and
own
kettle.
ticks.
It's a weird pot and kettle thing here that's happening. I don't have information so much as a suspicion. I guess we didn't get a talk yet. I told Timmy and Tamerlan earlier. Timmy didn't take it well, which is why he needs a therapist. He talked about um, the beings that we ran into. I recognized them from the Shadowfell, but they're not from the Shadowfell. I was able to commune before that with the Queen, and someone is trying to put the Shadowfell on this plane. It is not her, as that is not what she would want to do. That also isn't fully her realm, so that concerns me slightly. But it's it's a different plane that's like the Shadowfell. There's that issue that we're running into, but what I think Hermes is talking about that I'm correct on is when I got to the office where Alistair was and where his friend died, the lord of this realm is dead, and I felt that they were a very powerful mage. And in that room, there was a place that felt like home. So Willow and I laid in it. And while we laid there, it felt like when one of us gets called home, only it's not the same. So I have the suspicion that they killed a very powerful mage and put her in a different body, and she might now be a strong being that we have to contend with because she was really strong. And I think that someone is using a tainted version of the Queen's magic to take a body's spirit and put it in something different. And from my knowledge, that doesn't always go well. So that's what Timmy's worried about too. And she's gonna drink her coffee.
So we've got that that tracks. Now the problem is what plane are we trying to be sucked into? And how do we stop it?
I wonder I'm gonna ask above table, Cece, before I say this. From my knowledge, Eki would have a pretty good idea about, like, she would know how the Shadowfell was made and kind of everything like that, right? Like, she has the knowledge because she's from there. I'm pretty sure Shadowkai know this, but I just want to. Because the Shatterkai were kind of made by breaking away because of what they did, right? They were banished to the Shadowfell because of what happened. And so I'm just wondering they would know about like the whole spell plague and everything that kind of took place to making everything, since that all kind of happened during that time. Even though it's not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The shadow. Okay, that's why I was wondering if she would know because I know as a person that the Shatterkai are from there, but they aren't originally from there. You said history? Alright. Religion. Okay, I'm going to use a hero point because Eki is not an end-based character. Okay, well, I didn't need it, but still. Would it help if I told you what I'm trying to know that I'm trying to have Eki know? That make things easier for that role, I guess. Basically, I just want to know if Eki's able to know that like Shar technically made the Shadowfell, and that when the Shadowkai were like the Raven Queen kind of banished there and everything, that's where the Shadowkai were kind of created. If she knows this, and because the suspicion she kind of has is that someone's basically trying to make another Shadowfell. I'm not saying it's Shard by any means, but like that the someone is currently trying to make a whole new realm. That this isn't someone trying to combine an existing realm with one. Someone's trying to do what was done before, which is what Char did, and that's how it was made. Is what she's kind of going for. And I don't know if she would know this or not to make that assumption. And I, as a person, could be wrong that that's even what's happening, but that's kind of, I don't want to say something as Eki and be like, nope, Eki doesn't know this. So I thought I'd ask first. Okay. Mhm. Okay. So just to be sure, she's able to know that the Shadowfell was something before the Shadowfell merged into that. Mhm. No, I think she knows that the Shadow. That's what I'm saying. She knows that it was something before the Shadowfell, but she doesn't necessarily know it was the Shadow Plane. Like she doesn't know that part and about everything, right? She just knows it was something before, and that's what it is now. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say Eki's been around for a little while, but okay. Then please interrupt me or correct me. Okay. Okay, perfect. Then Eki will just kind of say to the group, well, we don't talk about home too much, but around 100 years ago, something changed where we went from being more of a shadow plane to what you might know as the Shadowfell. Mhm. Yeah, sorry if I have to, I might have to somewhat start over as I forgot what I was just saying. But that's a me problem. Eki would just say, what you know now is the Shadowfell, where I'm from, wasn't always that. It's only been that for about 100 years. Around 100 years ago, some form of divine intervention happened that changed it. I don't know who the divine was that did it fully myself. I'm sure there are those who do, but I don't get told all the things. Um, I am worried that this is not someone trying to move an existing plane onto this one as it is someone is trying to create something new. The shadow planes existed for longer than any of us have, much longer, but it became what it is in my lifetime to the Shadowfell. So I am worried that whatever this person or people or thing is doing is trying to make a new realm, and the one that we're currently in, as and our my experience, it is possible. And she's just gonna kind of look at, I guess, Phil, because Phil's kind of, no, she's worried Timmy's having a full mental breakdown, so just kind of hold eye contact with Phil for a minute and just be like, la la la, nothing to see here.
Yeah. Still is going to listen to what you have to say, is going to nod. She's going to take a chair and she's going to sit down herself. And still is going to take probably a couple of minutes to just sit down, process what Eki said, try to process the information that we've had over the last couple of days, and just look around her own magic, see where it's sitting. Syl is just taking a moment to collect herself, collect her magic, just align the chakras to figure out just
Phil just grabs a chair and sits down. Eki is going to look right at Darian after Phil does that, and if Phil doesn't do anything for a minute, and just
Oh,
look at
yeah,
Darian and go,
still does
I,
like nod and acknowledge you. Like, I hear what you're saying, and is just
oh, no, no, no. Yeah, that's fine. It's just that Syl doesn't immediately respond if she's taking time to compose herself. Eki's not going to rush her because Eki just had like the whole night to really start thinking through this. Like that's what all Eki's been doing,
yeah.
which is not even like part of her trance was that. So it's not as big of a bomb to her as it is to everyone else. But she would just look at Darian and go, um, I thought you said no one's prisoners in the woods. If they're not prisoners, why would they need to escape?
Normally they're not prisoners, but with magic being the way it is at the moment, I couldn't open the portal yesterday, but it seems okay now. Um, I'll be honest, them ripping through wasn't exactly a great experience for me, if that makes you feel better.
It didn't look like he had a good time.
Why would I feel better if someone had to rip through to get out of the portal you control? That makes it sound like they wanted out and had to fight you to get out, Tyrion.
They weren't fighting me specifically, I was doing what I could to help, but yeah, everything's kind of not what it should be right now.
Still's
Just
just
one more kind of suspect
yeah.
look at Darian and starts petting Willow. Kind of,
With her eyes closed, Still's gonna go, Eki, Matt, with Mistra falling, magic is weird. Portals are not going to act as they should. Unfortunately, in this case, while they wanted out, normally Darian would let them out, as that's the easiest way to do so. Due to the fact that Darian was having trouble with the magic, they had to rip out. Otherwise, Darian was not capable at the moment. Them ripping out was helping him open the portal.
Just in a really violent and painful way.
Unfortunately, magic is going to be violent and painful. Mhm. Other people
that's nice.
opening other people opening portals into that plane that are not Darien tends to hurt the plane itself. Which is why normally Darien's the one that opens it and lets people out, because that is the safest method for everyone involved. Due to yesterday's events, that Darien needed a little help.
I have one above table question that I don't know. I know I
Mhm.
can't remember. How about that? Does anyone in this party know anything about Shatterkai? I know Timmy doesn't. Does anyone actually know anything about Shatterkai party-wise? Okay. So
Yeah,
then no one understands why Becky is so incredibly suspicious of Darian. Makes more sense now. I couldn't remember if anyone knew anything. Mm,
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That makes more sense. That's why I had to ask. Okay. Perfect. And Eki isn't going to reply to Sil. She's just gonna kind of pay attention to Willow for a bit.
That's
Know how
fine.
to reply to that.
I also have an above table question. Remember when we were in the woods and we were told about the doppelgangers? Um, how long ago in world time was that?
Ours.
Yeah.
Ours.
Okay. Okay. 'Cause I'm aware that we have a timer. Hmm. Feels like longer ago than that. Anyway, no, I'm just keeping a track on it because I know like the Whispering Woods was like, hey, you got 2 weeks or you can get the hell out. So, um, just keeping a track on it. Yeah.
Yeah. After Sil takes her moment, she's gonna open her eyes and stand back up and go, "All right. So I guess the question is what first?"
Well, what is going to cause the most? What's going to happen faster? The whole thing where this I'm guessing the whole city would be turned into a plane like the Shatterkai, Gorndeki, or
It won't become Shatterkai. Only the Queen can make us what we are. Don't
I
just become us.
I mean a realm like the realm the Shatterkai come from, a separate realm, a
Oh,
whole separate realm.
that makes more sense. I was confused. I thought you were saying turn everyone into us, and that isn't what happens.
No,
Um,
although I gotta wonder
I
if
think
if
we
this
need.
city, hmm?
Go ahead. Sorry.
I gotta wonder if this city becomes a whole realm onto its own, would the people in there become a whole new species, or would it just be the same people?
Our history is not like what. I mean, that's not how we work. Our what? Like Eke is like so confused right now. That is. Do you think we became a new species when the shadow plane became the Shadowfell? Do you think I was something different 100 years ago?
No, I'm just wondering if we like if the people here would be classified like, aren't you classified as the the Shatterkai? Because I don't know much about. I honestly don't know much about other species. Oh,
I
but don't people tend to become known for the realm they come from?
We are a race of people. We were Shatterkai before the Shadowfell was a place. That's what I just. It was a place, but it was a different place. That's what I just said. It was the Shadow Plane, and we were there, and it became the Shadowfell. It changed, and I'm worried that's what's happening here. But it did not change us. we are still who we were then. That is
Okay.
all I'm going to tell you about our history, though.
All right.
Above table Ecky's not gonna share history of her race with people. I don't think that's something they do.
Timmy, I'm. If you want to know, if you want to know more about the Shadow Kai, go to library.
I mean,
I don't know how
maybe
much information.
What, Ecky?
I don't know how much information there is about us in your libraries. We have a long history. I don't think people will necessarily change. The changing that I'm worried about is if that, what Hermes said, something powerful enough took Mistress Chosen, a goddess's chosen being, and forced them into something of their decision and their choice, which, I mean, I've told you this before. When I die, my spirit and soul gets put into another Shatterkai's body. The Raven Queen takes us and puts us into a body again. So when we die, we don't die. We just come back, which is why I'm not scared of death like many people are. I don't know how many times I've come back. We don't remember that. I've been around for a few hundred years now. But if someone is able to take something that is not us and move it into a new or a different body, I'm worried what that implies, especially if it's Mistress Chosen, because I know a bit about Mistra, not that much, as she's not my goddess, but if you can take a goddess's chosen and rip them away from that goddess and force them into something different, you're combining multiple deities' abilities, and that's not good. I'm worried that that is what's bad, and I think we need to stop whatever's doing that. That's a level of power that a goddess has. It's our God that does that to us. She's the one who brings us back and puts us in another body. And if someone else is doing that and it's not her, and she only does it with our specific race, the Shatterkai, I'm scared that someone has a lot of power, especially to take a goddess's chosen and do that to them. Is what I'm concerned about, and I spent a long time thinking about it last night. But I think that we should try and focus on whoever's doing these things because it's one and the same. If someone's trying to make a new Shadowfell on this plane, changes are different. I don't know if you would like it there. We don't have color. It's in black and white. They're Shadow Mastiffs. They're not like Willow, though, or Rufus. They're not often very nice. Um, there's a lot of things down there that are there. Maybe you can look at Timmy. Have you been to the Underdark? I've read about that. Maybe it's closer to Shadowfell, but not quite still. I just
No.
making a new plane is not good for anyone. It's not going to make you someone different, but it might break everything here as we know it. And if that goddess Mistra is dead, that might break all of magic from what Tamerlane told us, which is bad too.
But, and maybe this is just me sounding a bit defeatist here, but how in the absolute hells would we even begin to stop such a thing from happening? Or even attempt to stop such a thing from happening? I hit
It
things.
felt
That's pretty much my
wrong,
whole thing there.
but it felt wrong when I felt the feeling of what when a Shatterkai dies and their soul is put into a new Shatterkai, you feel something. I don't know how to describe it, but you feel it in the air. And when I found the place that felt like home and I laid in it because it felt good to feel home, I didn't think I'd say that so quickly, but it didn't feel right. So whoever's doing this, there's something wrong with what they're doing. And I think that means that it isn't the divine being doing it because it didn't feel natural. might be the right word to use. It felt wrong. So I think whoever's doing this, I think we can stop them. Not the dragon. That was the thing that I don't know how to stop a dragon that eats a goddess, but I don't think it's the dragon that did this, that moved the body. So maybe we can focus on whoever's doing that and whoever summoned the shadow creatures that were like the Shadowfell, but not the Shadowfell. And they also didn't kill me. They tried to kill Darian, but they only knocked me out. That's
Interesting.
weird, right?
And you said you found a spot where it felt like home. Maybe that's where we start our investigation and trying to find where the hell this person who's doing this stuff is.
The spot is gone. It was fading before I left. When Darian came back, I was laying in the spot, but I can show you where it is. It was in the Lord's office. I dug to,
Hmm.
which is how I believe they put the Lord's body into something different. I don't think I can't magically sniff it out, if that makes sense though, but I can take us to where it happened if you think that's a starting point.
Honestly, I'll defer to Terrible and Darius and Syl on this kind of stuff. I don't know much about magical shit.
If the assassins were involved in this, then maybe we should check in with Alistair, see if he has any information.
Oh, anyone know how he's doing after that whole debacle?
We could go to the church and check up on him. I think we owe him that.
I'm down for that.
Yeah. Hermes, unless you have somewhere else you think we should start? All right. All right. Okay. I need to grab my things really fast and then we can head out.
I'm going to speak with the people who run this place.
I don't know how much that's a good idea. Well, the girl seems and she's gone.
She would have waved at Hermes if she walked out though.
Yeah.
I don't know him, but hello.
Syl just looks at you, Timmy, and goes, in Lemmy's defense, the frog was a dick.
Who the hell is this frog I keep hearing about? I've heard about it like twice already. It's only been in this bar.
Syl's gonna look you dead in the face and go, I don't use hate. As I feels like it's a very strong word, so I don't use it often. I hate that frog.
Did you
With
also say you hate Percy?
I don't know a Percy. I hate
Per-
Pervel.
Pervel, sorry, Pervel.
Uh,
I
again,
got
not
confused.
something I use often.
Fair.
Now, I'll give the frog this. Unless I find something else about, I do hate Pervel more.
Okay.
And
I wonder
due to patient confidentiality, that's all I'm saying on that. And Syl's gonna go get her bag.
okay. Just kind of sucks having a bartender who looks at you like he's just waiting for you to fuck something up. And that's the Darian.
Unfortunately,
Darian,
fortunately.
yeah, you're already gone.
Yeah.
It's my thing is site based, so only the people in here could hear that.
Above table. Unfortunately, it just sucks because we are that kind of just is what happens when you're with this party.
Well, I'll turn to Darian. I'll go refill. You guys got water canteens you need refilled? I'll go see if the guy will refill our stuff.
Sure, yeah, that'd be helpful. I need to go put my armor on with everything that's going on. So, yeah, let's get restocked. Of course, Hermes. And yeah, Darian will nod and start opening the portal. Hermes, how are you holding up? Concerning.
Or maybe it's like, you know, when you get your ears pierced, you get redone and suddenly putting on your earrings is a lot easier.
All my patrons got fingers in places you shouldn't. Don't take that out of context. Yeah. God, I'm rolling like trash today. Darren's been through some things. It's fine. Arcana is the only intelligence skill I don't have proficiency in.
Yeah, sorry, it's just taking a bit to load. Oh, it's not supposed to be private, but that's a 27.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, that was Darian. Can you open the portal again? I need to check something.
Sure. I shouldn't really just be opening it willy nilly, but if you think it's important.
Yeah, something weird happened when you opened it.
Yeah, Darian will open it. Just look at Tamlin.
Okay, it's weird. When you opened the portal, the weave seemed to actually stabilize. When you closed it, it turned back into this current state. What the hell's going on? I'm gonna check something. I walked through the portal.
Because it's only NPCs. Oh, and they're gone as well.
Well, okay, but at this point, Syl said need to grab my bag and no one came out. So realistically, she's not waiting more than like a minute or two before she peeks her head back in, going, "What's going on?"
Well, Timmy came out after you.
Yeah, but
Did
no one
I
else
think everyone
did.
except for two.
Yeah, so it's like, where the fuck are the other two? Yeah, pretty much. Where's Darian and Tam? Pokes head in. Tam's missing. Portal's open. Darian.
Tamlin said something about the weave and it stabilized around the portal. He's gone in to investigate. Didn't really give me a chance to say anything, to be honest.
So we'll look at the portal. Menacingly. Okay. Can I roll Arcana? Okay. There's the first roll. I'm glad I have advantage. Yes. Why am I only getting half a fucking screen?
Oh, that'd be fucked up.
It would be. Thankfully, I have advantage. As soon as my computer stops being stupid. I don't know why, but like the bottom half of my sheet was just fucking black.
So kind of shit.
Darren, why don't you call Avaris? She might know what's going on.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, Darren will call out to Varus to come and investigate. Seal off the portal and grab my armor.
So we'll watch the portal.
On the way past, Darian's going to call out to Timmy. We might have to go into the portal.
Well, call out to Hermes real quick. Ask if she's busy. He just,
Yeah,
I assume that he just went through.
he did. Yeah, Darian will try and call out to him. Darren just turns to Syl. Hermes is being cryptic again.
He's a divot. Still rubs her temples. I love Hermes. I fucking hate divination wizards.
What do you think? Do you think we trust Hermes and carry on with what we need to do, or should we go and investigate? I mean, Tamlin's in there anyway.
Not trusting Hermes is going to get us all killed.
I mean, what's the worst thing Tamerlane can do being alone in the portal?
Call Tamerlane back.
Tamlin, what are you doing?
DM? What?
Do we all
Would
hear?
Eki have already been able to talk to Lemmy and Mystery before Darian called out, or is she waiting still? I don't know how long it would be. Eki was going to just ask them on staying here. She was just coming up to have a quick conversation with them about the party's residence for a bit, if you will. Eki would flat out probably walk up and look at Lemmy and Mystery and just say, "Hello, my name is Eki. I understand you do not like our party that we travel with. Do we need to find another place to stay, or are we okay to stay here without upsetting you?" Was it Tamerlane who tried to burn the inn down? I'm very sorry they did that. We will not try to burn anything down, but I can give you money first. And she's just going to put like 20 gold on there because Eki does not understand money still and how it works. And just like put that down slowly and say, "Does this pay for us to stay? We will be extending our stay for an indefinite amount of time." Becky wants to buy them. That's why she's doing 20 gold. She just wants to hand this to get them all enough time to stay here and have rooms. She's like, I can continue to sleep with the animals in the stables as they're warm and pay for that. Do you need more or is this enough? Maybe a
Remember-
week?
Remember, you're not paying for Timmy
With
either.
the
Timmy doesn't
20.
really need a room.
Well, if you're staying here, I still think that it falls under the Becky's trying to pay for the whole party to be able to be here. Yeah. She will take out 10 more. She'll take out 10 more gold because she's still kind of be, does this give us a full week or do you need more? Okay, so she will give them 30 gold and just look at Lemmy for a second, say, if you need more gold, you can tell me. And if anyone bothers you, I will hit them hard for you if you would like. Kind of stare at him for a second. I can't promise we won't bring more trouble because the goddess Mithra just was eaten by a dragon. And I think trouble's going to follow everyone, but I can promise that we won't try to hurt you or Mithri or burn your place down. Is that okay? I can't disagree with you there because I've been with them for a little while and they are very chaotic, but I do think genuinely that they have good intentions, at least the ones here. I don't know who tried to burn your home that you let us stay in down, but these ones won't try to do that to you. They're at least trying to do good and not let this place die. Kind of not sure if it's I think in life, I think you're right to be cautious. That's why I want to make sure we give you money beforehand because I think that we probably did that, not me and us, but I think that's our fault. And that's why we need to stay in this plane to fix what has been broken. And I just want to know that Willow and Rufus have a safe place to sleep. And if you ever want us to leave, you can tell us to leave and keep the money, even if it hasn't been a week. Is that okay? I don't like to lie to people. I won't tell other people, but I didn't want to lie to you because you said make sure we don't do bad things, and I don't like to lie. So I wanted to be honest that I think we might have, I don't know if we did, but I'm worried we helped that. And so I wanted you to know so you know that we won't lie to you, but I can lie to you if you want from here on out. Just kind of looks confused. Like, I was just going to say, well, Darian opened the portal like you asked him not to. So when we get back, if you want us to leave, we can, and you can the gold. And then Eki's like just gonna look at Willow, sad, and say, "Let's go." But I mean, I'm just saying, yeah. That's why Eki's just like, great. He just opened the portal again after we said we won't burn your place down. So she is just gonna say, if you want us, like, she's say, if you want us to leave when we get back, that's fine. And she's gonna look at Willow and be like, let's fucking go, Willow. She's not gonna say that. She's gonna be like, okay, Willow, and she'll just walk off to go back where they are. She's very happy Willow has a donut. She's never gonna judge what Willow eats. Really supports her in her choices. She's just gonna say, I hope that yeah. She's just gonna pat Willow and I guess maybe try and smile at Mithri as best as Eki knows how to smile and just kind of give her a little head nod and then work her way back in the room, or I guess to Timmy, and just be like, "All right, Timmy, I guess we're portal."
Yeah, because I'm picturing Eki with
I'm not,
like just giving the smile full of teeth. It's like,
I'm not trying to intimidate her. Yep, she said, um, yeah, but that does sound like an Eki smile if she doesn't really get them. But she put in the effort. So
I just
yeah,
want to point out
just anything Rue checkers on.
Timmy's been listening to this interaction this entire time, just like just it's just wondering what the hell's going on.
Right. Eki wouldn't stop Timmy from listening, by the way, Raven. Like to her, she's not trying to hide anything either. She was hoping to make sure they all had a place to stay if we're going to be here for a bit. And Eki just isn't good with people or anyone. Willow. Yep. Go
Fair.
head to the portal. Pow.
Before Timmy heads over, he's just gonna quickly think to Mithri. Before I head in there, you mind if I get like some apple juice and a straw? Thanks. Thank you.
Amazing.
Timmy's a Thrycoon, just basically big ass ants. And if there's one thing ants love, it's apples. Based on how many I see whenever there's an apple core on the ground. Timmy just comes in, pulling a big old cup with a straw. All right, let's go in there.
Eki would walk in and probably just first thing say, "Where is Tamerlane?"
Tamerlane walked into the portal. Didn't really give me a chance to say anything until he walked in. So yeah,
And
I
Rufus
tried.
gets through the window to get through the portal, and she's gonna point because Rufus is massive. And thinking like Rufus probably isn't going to be happy to stay behind, and Eki does not want Rufus to bust the wall down to get through the portal. That makes sense.
I mean, can't Derry make the portal wherever you can? Is there like a limit to where you can make it? Like, is it like within 30 feet or like 5 feet or something?
The portal's open.
No, I'm wondering if you can't just go up to the window, open up the portal outside, so Rufus can go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Um.
Kind of bad enough we're doing it where we are, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Phil goes. Darren, just call Tamerlane back. If you guys all go in, I'll stay with Rufus.
I can stay here because I can stay with Willow and Rufus. I know Cyrus is here now, but not like before. I don't think they want to kill Tamerlane because I think they're a squirrel.
Yeah, then they go back to having a squirrel brain.
We don't know. We just know Evan did something and they felt different. But I
Okay. Is it a danger sense thing or no? Cool. God.
oh shit. Kate is going to look over at Rufus and be like, Osiris, you can't shoot lightning at people. You're not supposed to do that.
I'm
We
okay.
talked about this with you. Shaming.
Okay.
I-
I am okay.
Don't
Ah,
insult this.
If Timmy fell down, Eki would help him up, by the way. If that knocked Timmy like ass over tea kettle, Eki would offer a hand and be like, I don't think they're trying to kill you. I think they're just mad and they are a squirrel who can use lightning, which might be just, it's not
sorry.
as bad as a revenant.
Oh,
Sorry.
not as bad. I just think that they're still sentient. They might not be speaking common anymore, but they clearly still understand what we're saying, I'm going to assume that they were insulted by being called a squirrel brain.
I didn't
Looks
say
at
you
Osiris for
were.
confirmation. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Sorry.
Thank
After the whole
you.
thing happened, all I saw you do was run into a tent like a scared squirrel. Thought you went back to being just a normal
Well,
squirrel. Ow. I'm
So
I
apologizing.
just gonna say, Osiris, no more lightning. We just got told that they will kick us out of here if we try and hurt this place. You can't do lightning at the end. You have to do it away from the end.
I'm just
I will
picturing
Thank
like
you.
some static discharge coming off my antenna.
Oh,
Timmy, you do see that Phil steps in front of you and like you see her arms go up and like cross at the wrist, almost like she was about ready to take that fucking blast.
It did. Still, what are you doing? It didn't hurt, but if I'm more than willing to take my lumps if I say something wrong. I apologize, Osiris. I thought I did not assume that you still had your sentience.
Darian, yeah, Darian specifically could roll insight with advantage just with how long he's been chasing after Syl.
Sure.
just want you to know, so as soon as Phil stepped in front of Timmy, Effie just like started rubbing her fucking temples. Just like, God damn it.
We're all on the doubles
Over and
today.
over.
Yeah. That being said, Darian, you've seen Phil do stuff like this before almost unconsciously. You see her do it a lot, specifically with her shield. It's almost like she's subconsciously repeating an action in combat for weapons she doesn't have.
Noted. Something I will discuss with Syl when things aren't going down.
Yeah. Still kind of shakes her head though, as again, this was unconsciously. And then just goes and gives Osiris some berries.
Effie is just gonna look at Darian now that Timmy's up and go, Darian, if you all are going through, Rufus can't fit through the window. I will stay outside and visit with Osiris and Rufus, and if Willow wants to, while you all figure this out, as I feel like we're taking more time and not doing what Herbie said. And she will once again try to smile, and it's going to be like the exact same smile she just gave Mithri. Just so you're aware, Cece, it's going to be that same type of thing. Like I think that's perfect. Yep. Yep. She thinks it's going well because she rolled solo. She thinks this is how to smile, and then she's just gonna like head out the door all the way around the front and probably just plop down over here next to Rufus and just be like, "Can you continue to block that window with your massive body while they go deal with whatever?" Flop.
Syl's gonna make sure that Osiris doesn't get squished. Okay. So Osiris is now face to face with Syl, who's like, "Oh fuck," just like blinks, like, "Oh, you're now very close," and then just puts up the berries again. I'm not gonna stop Rufus.
Can Darren try and ping him first to see if he responds? Okay. Well, he's in there investigating, so somebody should probably go in and keep an eye on him, at the very least.
I don't know how much help I'd be in an investigation, but I'm pretty good at being someone's well bodyguard. But how much bodyguarding does this person need in your realm?
It's Tamlin.
You know what? Yeah, I can see that completely now. All right, I'll go in there and can your portal drop me off right next to him?
Yeah, I mean, I can take you there.
Well,
Darian told Syl to watch the portal. Syl's gonna go, will you both move before Tamerlane does something stupid?
all right, and Timmy dives in.
Yeah, Darren follows.
And I just imagine that I was just thinking with Timmy diving in, I just imagine that Timmy doesn't know how to go dive through a portal and just like goes ass over tea kettle through it. Because he didn't just walk through like a normal person would or Fry Green.
You have left Tamerlane alone for about maybe 5 minutes now.
Yeah, Timmy's gonna quickly jog up to catch up. I got a speed of
Darren's just
40.
going to touch you on the shoulder and teleport you next to him.
Ugh. I do not cannot get used to being teleported like that. Damn, what the hell are you doing?
Uh, yes. Okay, so the weave is affected only on the main plane. Can I infer from this that at least on the prime plane where Faerun is the only place where the weave seems to be affected like this? Uh,
And
oh,
yet this plane is fine.
no, no, Timmy. Are you the only one in here, or is someone else here?
Yeah,
I.
Darren teleport
Oh,
me.
oh, oh! You both teleport.
Valerian.
Okay, Darian, something's wrong. This place, the weave here, it's working fine. Like, there's no damage. There's no oddities. There's no inconsistency. It's working perfectly normal. That's not supposed to happen.
Isn't that a good thing?
It is a good thing. But it's a thing that's not supposed to happen. When Mistra is basically the god of magic. If Mistra goes, all magic should be acting up. But this place is working fine. It's the fact that it's fine is what's not making any sense.
I mean, Barry, this is your place. What the hell's going on?
I'll be honest with you, Jimmy. The inner workings of this place elude me at the best of times. Do you think it could be with Tamerlane? I think this could just be something to do with the core of the woods itself, or something else
No, well,
stabilizing it,
no,
or
I don't know unless your core is like stabilized by a god, but only a god could possibly. There seems to be like a click at that moment. He's like, Darian, do only
yes.
you have control of this place, or does your patron have control in this place?
Uh, I mean, my patron controls it through me in a way. She's been stabilizing some of the excess energy.
Who is your patron?
Oh, hey, Nero.
Of course, yeah. Sorry, a little distracted today. Yeah, he'll close the portal.
Looks at Nero.
Certainly, is everything okay? Does this
By the way-
require the attention of the rest of the party, or
I mean,
trust in Hermes' judgment? I don't
should
like
we-
the idea of leaving the rest outside with no idea as to what.
Yes. If we can get them in fast, we can. Or not, we at least, I don't know, send them a message or something. Let them know that something's going on in here. We'll need to deal with it.
frankly, we
What was
should
that?
at least get Syl in here.
Oh, no, I didn't hear what the lady said.
It's not an active threat. Are one of you two okay to go and quickly grab the others?
Timmy, you're faster.
I mean, you could just open the portal right here, and I can step right through.
Yeah, that was the plan.
All right, I'll head over there. Oh wait, there you can literally just port me over there.
Yeah. It was just whoever could go and get him the quickest.
I'll grab him.
I know, but I didn't want to leave. Just in case. Whoever. Anyway, one of us will pop out and quickly grab the others. Let's go. Important discussions kind of vibe.
Eki, are you coming in with us? Or are you staying here with Rufus?
I would just, no one would see, but Eki would do the closest thing to an eye roll that she could. And then she'd walk all the way back inside the tavern and all the way back over to the room portal and be like, okay,
In we go.
Yes, sir.
I kind of relay to Eki and Syl what I kind of have been discovering here. How basically this place has the weave in this place is stabilized, unlike on the outside.
So we'll nod.
Yeah, so something is keeping it together, and if the god of and I don't know what the hell it is, but I've got suspicions that it's Darian's patron.
I mean, this is just a crazy idea. I don't know shit. I don't know shit from Shinola about gods, but maybe there's like a piece of Mistra in here or something. Is that a thing gods could do? Can they make pieces of themselves? This is a conversation we're having while walking toward the town hall.
I got no bloody idea, but if that is possible, then we might. Then it's either a really good thing or a really bad thing.
Can't imagine it's a bad thing. I mean, if there's a piece of Mistra still around, that would mean we'd have a way to restore them without having to deal with the whole replacing god thing, right?
Minus the
Dealing with
problem that Darian's patron is that of the undead.
mainly that.
Hmm.
Desperate times call for desperate measures and all that, you know.
You get the look that Syl gets every time your patron is brought up. You know Syl, she doesn't like the undead. She actually is very, very against it. You will notice, though, that it is more prevalent than it has ever been.
Darian, I don't mean this as an insult, but that sounds like something I would say.
Well, I think Darian is on the cusp of going on a rant about like all the shit he's been through in the last like 2 months, and just like kind of catches himself.
Nah, Darian,
just-
have your mental breakdown. Have it.
He's so close.
You've earned it. You've earned it, buddy. Pace
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah,
earned
this is seeing Darian look as we're walking. Syl goes, "Oh no, Darian, you've held it in. Let it out. Have your rant."
Let's put this in a polite way, shall we? As we're walking, I guess. I saw my homeland get dragged to the hells in front of my very eyes. People I still do not know if they're alive or they're dead, or if they're suffering, or if they're somehow surviving. I do not know. All I knew was that in the moment that I picked up this pact, I would do anything to get them back. And when I say anything, I mean anything. That means condemning myself to eternal damnation to whatever the gods and hells this patron wants from me, so be it. If it means I can get the people of Silverymoon back safe and sound, assuming that we can get whatever the hells is going on in Faerun back to normal, then I will make sure it happens. Normally, I would kind of just self-sacrifice and just say, screw me, as long as they're fine, then it's fine. But at this point, if I need to take down some incredibly horrible people at this point to do that, and I apologize for this, Sil, I will. I know we're all trying to be all lovey-dovey and oh, we'll save the world and all this kind of stuff. At this point, and all the horrible monstrosities I've seen in the last few weeks, I'm at a point where I will do literally anything if it means saving Silverymoon.
I mean, I can't fault that.
Oh yeah, no, that's that's totally justified.
Pretty sure if I saw the people in my clan suffer the way I'm sure the people of Silvermoon suffered, yeah, I'd probably do the same exact thing.
I've destroyed. I've almost cracked and destroyed cities for less legitimate reasons.
Ultimately, I'm just one man. What does my life matter if I can save an entire city? That's my thoughts on the things, and yeah, hopefully we can sort out whatever the hell's going on here as well. So they actually have some place safe to come back to. You know?
I just realized I do have exactly one cantrip spell, so could I feel it? No? I just remembered I have Druidcraft, so I was like, wait, maybe? So to everyone else, it just feels like walking through like soup, but to me, it's just like, another Tuesday.
Another Sunday. Um. Is the virus in here? Syl is asking that aloud. Okay. Um. In that case, then yeah, no, we're just following. Still is Darian, you are not being ignored. So listen to what you had to say and has feelings.
Oh, I know.
The problem is that this is where we get with the whole amnesia. Is that everything Syl has gone through to protect her own home? She can't even tell you what she's gone through. But she might not actively remember the trauma, but fucking trauma.
Like hanging off one hinge. Was this place?
Oh,
Was this door busted before?
No. Goes in quickly, looking around.